Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Tamae. I am an eczema coach and I help people that are struggling to heal their eczema, find a holistic and sustainable way to improve their skin. So I've been getting questions about topical steroid withdrawal, whether they're going through it, and I wanted to kind of touch base on different terms that are used in the eczema community. TSW maybe is the most common term that you might hear, but there are two other terms that are used and I wanted to touch base on that today. So let's dive in. So steroid can be either oral or topical, and there are many different types. Topical steroid withdrawal, as the name indicates, is what happens when you stop using those steroid medications and what the body goes through. And there is two other terms. So one is red skin syndrome. It's also called red burning skin syndrome. This is mentioned in a medical journal by Dr. Rappaport. The more common term that you hear is red skin syndrome, RSS. And I had to, I was making sure that my abbreviation was correct in my head, sorry. And then there is topical steroid addiction, but to say topical steroid addiction, it indicates that you only use something topical. So to really say it accurately would be steroid addiction, because many people that have used steroids may have used also injection. I myself use injection as well on top of topical. So the correct way to address this would be to say steroid addiction. So there's topical steroid withdrawal, TSW, red skin syndrome, RSS, or red burning skin syndrome, and then there's the steroid addiction. So steroid addiction means that your body stops responding to the steroid medication, and so maybe you saw improvement the first time around that you used it, but then as you continue using the medication doesn't work, so you don't see the same improvement as you saw it the first time around. That shows that your body has gotten used to it. Your doctor may give you stronger strength, which is what also happened to me. When the same medication didn't work, I would get something stronger. And then that just kind of kept going for me until I hit the top of the chart and there was nothing else. So anyway, so that's the body getting addicted. I'm not sure that addiction is the right way to describe it, but addiction means your body got used to what you were prescribed initially, so it requires something different in treatments. And then there is the red skin syndrome. That's when the body experiences vasodilation, meaning the blood vessels are enlarged. So on the surface, it could seem red, which is something that I also experienced. But to say red skin syndrome, it's not really correct, because not everybody has the same skin tone. So if you are darker skin, you might not see it as red, but it's just to explain that after using steroids for a long time, your blood vessels can dilate and then it appears as red or reddish. That's red skin syndrome. In my experience, so when I started experiencing red skin syndrome was before I stopped using steroids. So what happened was my skin stayed sort of reddish, like pinkish reddish. So it looked like I was blushing all the time. So my friends thought I was really shy. There was no oozing yet, but once I stopped the steroids, that's when the skin became raw and started oozing and it was red. So there are two phases, I would say, to red skin syndrome. The initial phase where your skin starts to appear pinkish or like as if you're blushing, even when you're not, under that kind of a situation. And then it might feel hot. And then I noticed that I was more sensitive to sunlight and my skin would turn redder when I was exposed to sunlight. That's red skin syndrome, and red burning skin syndrome would be one step ahead when the skin is actually even more sensitive and is actually expressing. And things could be oozing and raw to the touch. There's the topical steroid withdrawal, which describes someone withdrawing, ceasing to use the steroid. And then there's the steroid addiction, to explain that your body is not responding to the steroid medication anymore. And then lastly, there's the red skin syndrome, where you're experiencing vasodilation. So those are the three things. And to know whether you're going through TSW is that, first of all, you have stopped using steroids. The symptoms are much worse. It's affecting more areas than you initially sought help through your doctor. If you're experiencing your skin becoming more flushed, burning sensation, woozing, also red sleeves where the rash appears up to your wrist. That's called red sleeves. I have experienced that when I used the steroid that was hidden in a contour cream by accident. That was one of the first symptoms that appeared. It just kind of started appearing and spread up to my wrist. So I hope this was clear. So I have touched base on what topical steroid withdrawal is, and there are two more terms: red skin syndrome, also called red burning skin syndrome, and then steroid addiction. More common term is topical steroid addiction, but steroids can come in different forms, so it's not only topical. Accurate way to say is steroid addiction. So those are the three terms that you might come across in the eczema community that you're part of or on social media. So I want to dive in today to explain the different terms. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comment section, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.